Hey guys, it's Jay. So I'm here with a new video, and I'm just going to be talking about my experience going to the Line Friend store in New York City and just getting everything. So basically, a couple weeks ago, I had a conversation with Keisha, and I told her, I know that she wanted to get stuff for the BT21 line, and I know like everything's been selling out and things like that, and it's been like hard to get. And even like when Amazon was going to put on Amazon, it sold out before even people could really get a chance to buy anything. So I was like, you know what? I literally live like 40 minutes from New York. It's like literally not an issue to get to New York from where I live. And it's like in Times Square, so it's not I have to go to like Brooklyn or like Soho or Tribeca or anything like that. It's literally in Times Square. So I was like, you know what? If you want anything, let me know. I will get it for you. So she said okay. So I ended up also getting things for Shower 360 and Amanda Pearl 2 books. I said that right, did I? I hope I said that right. But yeah, Amanda. So I decided to go yesterday because it was warmer in New York than it was the previous few days. So I was like, it's a little warmer, I'll go. So I kind of went later in the afternoon. Went to New York. I was starving, so I went to K-Town, my usual go-to spot when I go to New York now. Went to K-Town, went to BBQ Chicken. It's this place in K-Town where you get chicken, like Korean chicken, and not even just Korean, but just like Korean food. But they make the chicken with olive oil, but the food is, oh my god, the food is super good, like so good. And downstairs they have like chicken and beer and things like that, but the food is on point. Like whether you get chicken or you get like tteokbokki or anything like that, I'm telling you, it's worth the money. So definitely go. So I went there, get something to eat. Went to Korea Books to just see if they had, some new releases, and they did. So they did have Jungkook's album, and I was gonna get it until I saw that it was $34. I said, yeah, no, not getting that. So I was like, okay. They didn't have Red Velvet because it literally just came out, and they didn't have Icon yet. But I'm like, oh, these things just came out, so I'm like, you know what, that's cool. So I'm just looking around to see what they had and stuff like that. And then I noticed something that they didn't have before, and they had this. So they had some Luna albums. So they only really had this copy of Eve's cover. They only had Choose cover with Eve's and Go On, her cover. So those were the only ones that they had, because for months I was surprised that they didn't have it because of like, especially like with Odd Eye Circle, and a lot of people was like really getting into, that subunit and stuff like that. So I'm surprised that they just now started getting Luna. But I'm glad they got it because I really wanted this album. I wasn't really sure about Luna at first because the songs were kind of like too cute for me, but then later on, like the later releases, I started to really enjoy it. So I'm really happy to get it because this is actually like my favorite of the Luna releases so far. So this is the photo card, if you can see. So yeah, so now I know that I can get them from New York. So yeah, after that I went to another book bookstore. I can't pronounce it, but it's across the street from Bryant Park. So on 41st Street. I saw like this TVX Q's Keep Your Head Down CD DVD Japanese edition. That bitch was $68. Yeah, no, first of all, I didn't know they released it in Japan, but that bitch was $68. I said, bitch, what? Yeah, no, I'm good. So yeah, that place is really expensive. But if you want to get like manga and stuff like that, have at it. But don't go there and expecting you're gonna find like BTS stuff and stuff like that. No. So I went to my other place that I love to go to, was Book Off. I feel like with Book Off, it's like a hit or a miss. You might find some good stuff, you might not. It really depends. But this one was kind of a dud. Like I went there, and they only had like 2 a.m. some K-Will albums, Um, they had one after school album, I think their first album, but it was pretty banged up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, it's kind of kind of in bad condition. Excuse me. And they had 2PM's Guilty Love CD DVD. And I was like, that's all they got? So I just like, I was like, I'm just gonna look around some more. So I went and I just happened to see in the corner of my eye, and I said, oh, I see something interesting. And it was this. This is 2PM's first single, Hottest Time of the Day. So this is their debut. And it's funny because this is the 2PM's 10th year and 10 years anniversary. So it's kind of like exciting when you think about it. But yeah, so I bought it because I was either going to get this or Time for a Change, either one, because I don't really have many 2PM albums. But I figured if I could get like, like the early Korean stuff, then that's fine, because some of that stuff is hard to find, depends on who you're talking to and stuff like that. But yeah, so I finally went to the Line store after that, which is maybe like a block away. So yeah, I went to the Line store, and when I walked in, it wasn't a bunch of people in the store, but when you walk in, it's like they're blasting BTS. So when you walk in the store, on the left is where you have just the Line characters and like their merch over there, and on the right is just like a wall of stuff for the BT21 merch line. So they have these big bags, like these humongous bags to put stuff in, and when I went, they only had the keychains, the 30cm pillows, excuse me, the dolls, the plush dolls. That's pretty much it. And so basically a lot of the stuff was gone. I think a lot of the Shooky stuff was gone, the Chimney stuff was gone, the Tata stuff was gone. The only thing they really had was like the Korea, the tiny pillows, like the 30cm pillows, and the plush dolls, and like, so yeah, it depends on what character, but they didn't really have a bunch of stuff. So I talked to the guy, and he was like, well, you can come back tomorrow, and we get new shipment in. I said, all right, cool. So I decided to come today. So I talked with everyone. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come today. And it's like, you don't have to. And I was like, it's cool, because that was my purpose, to go. And I didn't want it to be a complete waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got 2 hours, but I can go, like I said, I can go to Book Off in K-Town anytime. Getting this stuff, you gotta get it when you can, because the stuff flies off the shelf. So I decided to go today. So I got up 5 o'clock this morning, because in the morning, it is usually, during the week, it is usually a bitch to try to get in and out the bathroom. It's between like my cousin, my mother, and my grandmother in and out the bathroom to get ready for work. Because I was like, okay, so I got up at 5, got ready, got to New York about 8 o'clock, took a cab. I got to the store like 20 minutes to 9, and there's a line outside the door. I kind of figured that. So like, so let me explain. So this is, let me try to explain. So this is like the store. This is the line. And so this is the Viacom building. So like so where TRL is and stuff like that. So the Viacom building. So you can't block that entrance because people are getting out of the building. So around the corner, on 45th, is where the line continues. So I was on 45th, like around the corner. But it was like a few heads, but it wasn't like a crazy long line. So like I said, I got there 20 minutes to 9, but that was like the longest fucking 20 minutes of my life. It was cold as shit, and it's like, that's one of the few times I've ever been to Times Square where it's like no one there. So I'm just sitting here like, oh my god. And I'm thinking, watch, they're only gonna let a couple people in at a time, but no, once the doors open, they let everyone in. So they had everything barricaded. So it's like, just, yeah, they had like a barricade for just you know, just to get the BTS stuff. So you walk in and there's everything, and people just grabbing bags and was just snatching shit. People, what, they're bumping people, bumping to people, you getting hit with people's book bags. You see hands and shit reaching like, excuse me. It was crazy. And so I thought it was going to be a limit, because when I went to the store yesterday, there was a sign that says you're allowed 2 items per. So like, say if you want a doll, you can only get 2 dolls, and you're only limited to 10 things at a time. So, but when I went today, no, it was a fucking free-for-all. And people was just, like I said, people just snatching shit, walking back and forth, grabbing things, da-da-da-da. I'm just like, I just want to get my things and go as quick as I can, because I don't want things to just completely be gone and I'm like, I'm assed out. So I got everything, and I went and I paid for my stuff. So I so like before then I like checked like 4 times to make sure I had everyone's stuff, everyone that they wanted. And so unfortunately, they only had the 30-centimeter pillows. When they told me they had everything, so the only 42-centimeter pillows that they had was for Van. And I'm like, okay, they didn't want that. So I just got the 30-centimeter ones. I was like, okay, cool. So then I'm thinking, I'm like, I want to get something. So I went and got something for myself. So when I was in line paying for the thing that I decided to get, I seen this girl at the register. Cause it was like, you know, few cashiers, like about like 4 of them. So the second cashier was this girl. Y'all, she had a Macy's bag. And she had 2 bags. So they looked like this. So this is the bag that they give you for like the big bags. So like for the pillows and stuff. So it looks like this. So of course you have BT21, created by BTS. So this one has Tata, which I think this is Jungkook's character. And I don't know if this is a person's character. This is the Van character. This is the biggest bag they give you. And they also have smaller bags. So if you get like smaller things, because they do have smaller things, that's what I meant to say. So basically, what I can remember that they had, like I said, they have the pillow. They're supposed to have the 2 sizes of pillows, which is 30 centimeters, which is $29.95. Wait, let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the receipt for the first thing I got. So the 30 centimeter pillows were $29.95 a piece. The 42 centimeter pillows were about $42. So but I'll show you like the size. Like I said, I'll show you the sizes, but I'll show you everything that I got in a second. And so next they also have keychains. The keychains were $16.95. They also had sleep mask, like over the face sleep mask. Those were $16.95. And they also had book charms. Those depend on the character. I think everyone else besides Sugar character was I think it's about like $16.95. That's pretty much how much those 3 things were. Now Sugar's character, Shooky, his was smaller. It was cheaper because it was small, because it's a small character in general. So his book charm and I think keychain may have been like cheaper. So I say about $14-15 or whatever. So yeah, they had the dolls, the plush dolls, standing dolls. What else they had? Slippers. They didn't have any t-shirts, or did they have t-shirts? Oh, I didn't look. I didn't really look at the t-shirts and stuff, honestly, but I think they have clothes. But I don't think I really looked for that. But I know they do. Like, they have like t-shirts and I think artwork, but I don't think they had any in the store. They could. Like I said, I didn't really look at that stuff. They had smaller things. So if I can remember, they had a hand mirror. Was $12.95. I can't. I'm gonna just kind of give like a guesstimate of like everything else. I can't remember how much everything was. I didn't really know how. I don't know how much the slippers were, but knowing that the slippers were probably about like maybe $16 too. It could have been about. It could have been $16.95 for all I know for the slippers. I don't know. I didn't look. Because they don't have. The thing is, they don't have prices. That's the thing I don't like, because you have to ask, because they don't have prices. They don't have like. They don't have like signs for the character, so they don't say, oh, we have Mong or we have Chimney. You just have to know what they look like. But for me, I didn't remember whose character was who, because I personally wasn't really checking for it, because I just seen some of them prices and I was like, this shit is expensive. And I'm just like, even if I had money like that, I probably wouldn't have gotten anything. Honestly, at first I was like, I don't know, because they're just a little expensive. So I was like, nah, I think I'm going to pass on these. But, yeah, they didn't have prices, unfortunately. But I wish they did, because people had to ask, how much is this? How much is that? If they had prices, it would have been made shit way more simpler. Yeah, but they didn't have prices, which is annoying. And you basically had to know who was who, because the only characters that I know is Jimin, Suga, Namjoon, and Jin. So Namjoon was Koya. Oh, and Jungkook. So Jungkook was Tata, I think. Shuki was Suga. Koya was Namjoon. Shimmy was Jimin. And RJ is Jin. I don't know who V or J-Hope's character is. I have no idea. I don't know if it's Van, or I don't know if it's Mong. I don't know. I have no idea. So it could be one or the other. But yeah, so that was that. And like I said, the small things they had. So like I said, they had a hand mirror. That's about $12.95. They had decals, about $4. Pins, about $4. I think it comes with 2 pins, about the same price. Like I said, so yeah, basically like the L folders, the decals, stickers, pins, about $4 or $5. I don't know how much is it A1 size notebook? It's about like this big. It's not really big. It's kind of like, you know, something you can like kind of like throw in your bag type of thing. Like, it's kind of like pretty small, whatever. I don't know how much that was. Did I remember anything else? Oh, they had passport. They had like a passport thingy. I didn't know how much that was, but that's probably like around like $4 or $5 too. So yeah. So like I said, so after you get everything in the bag, you just go and line up, and they ring you up. So if you spend, I don't know how much you have to spend to get this, but when I bought the first thing of stuff, they gave me this. So they give you a limited edition BT21 photo card set. I'm going to show you in a minute. Yeah, so when I went to go, so I went back in line because I got something for myself. I decided, you know, I'm going to get something for myself. So I'm in line, and I see this girl paying for her stuff. Guys, she had literally so much stuff. It was like, I think she literally walked out of there with at least like 10 bags. I think she had like 2 of these. So just like at least, she probably had like 4 pillows. I don't know if she bought any dolls or anything like that, but she had a lot of small stuff. So like I said, like the decals, the L folders, the notebooks, the pens, sleep mask, stuff like that, like smaller shit. And it was just like the cashier just kept piling on and just like ringing her up. And I guess what the girl was doing was like kind of doing them in character order. So all of Koya's stuff, all of Mong's stuff, all of Jimin's stuff. To me, it made more sense. It's kind of like not just everywhere. It's kind of like you're like trying to organize it, which, you know, okay, cool. But literally, like I took a video. It's probably bad, but I took a video and I'm gonna put it somewhere around here. It was insane. Just looking at all this stuff, I wanted to look at them receipts, and like she just kept handing her the card and just doing like separate orders and stuff like that. And like I said, it was like I said, the girl had stuff behind the counter that she had to get for her. I don't know. It's either one or two things that this girl was doing. Either she had a group order, or she was selling it herself. Like, I don't know if she had something on Tumblr, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, eBay. I don't know, but it's either she was selling it or she was doing a group order. It's not for personal consumption because not one person needs all those things. So she had to have been selling them or something like that. But it was just crazy and so much stuff that she had. And like I said, she had bags on top of bags. Like she had a big Macy's bag and she had the big bags in there. And I guess she had like another bag for like the smaller stuff. I said, it's a lot of, I'm like, she has to like, I'm like, I don't know where she's from or whatever. I didn't talk to her, so I don't know. But I mean, like, that's a lot of stuff to carry. So it was just crazy. But yeah, just in the store, just the experience, it's a little crazy because like I said, there's no limit, but I thought there was a limit. Like I said, the store has its pros and cons. You know, like I said, I wish there were prices on the items besides, like the smaller stuff had prices, but the other stuff didn't have prices. So it's like, normally knew how much is like the pillows and the dolls and stuff were. I wish they did, and I wish they kind of had like a sign to say like who's who and things like that. But yeah, there was no limit, so you can just pretty much buy whatever you want, go crazy. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, but yeah. So I'm gonna shut the hell up, and I'm gonna get to the good shit. So I'm going to show you what I bought. Like I said, the stuff I'm about to show you is not, only one thing is for me. Everything else is not for me. So the first thing I have is, oh damn, it got a little dirty. I gotta wipe that off. So the first thing I have is a Koya pillow. So it comes in this bag here with the BT21, and there's nothing on the back. Oops. Yeah, got a little something on the bag. My bag. So this is what the bag looks like. So it's a cute little tote bag. So if you know, if you want to use the bag for something else, that's cool. So in the bag, I don't think there's anything in the bag. No. So it's just the bag for the pillow. And this is what the pillow looks like. And this is what it looks like. It's a pretty cute pillow. So like I said, this is about 30 centimeters. I don't know how much that is in inches. Don't ask me, I don't know. Yeah. So this is what the Koya pillow looks like. So like I said, they have a 42 inch, which is like way bigger than this. So that's what the Koya pillow looks like. So let me tie this up. And the next thing I have is a Chimney Pillar. So this is what the Chimney Pillar looks like. And it actually signed. I don't think the point. Oh yes, and it's, I'm guessing this is a signature. I don't know what that is, but this is actually a signature or whatever, like right here. So let me unravel this so I can show you guys what the pillow looks like. Hopefully I can have enough time to show you. It's gonna be a long ass video, I'll tell you that. And this is what the Chimney Pillow looks like. Honestly, if I really had the money like that, I kind of would have bought one because it is really cute. So this is Jimin's character. This is Namjoon's character, if you guys wanted to know who's who. So yeah, so this is what the chimney pillow looks like. So like I said, there's nothing else in the bag. So I said, cute little little tote bag to walk around it. Next I have a Koya. Oops. I have a Koya sleep mask. This is what the sleep mask looks like. So it comes in a sealed little package here. So I said this was about $16.95. And then next I have a Mong keychain. This might be V's character. I don't know, but this is what the packaging looks like. So that's the key. That's the key ring. And it has this really. If I can, I probably can't show you the actual key ring, but you know. And the last thing I bought, so this is the thing that I bought, and I bought the Chimney book bag charm. So this is what the box looks like. It's like, you know, this is the bag and stuff like that. Yeah, so let me show you, because this is mine, so I can open it. Still got enough time. It's like, like I said, it's gonna be a long video. Yeah, so let me get it open. God, this thing is a pain in the ass to open. Okay. So this is what the, like I said, the bag charm looks like, and it has this really thick, like little like hook thing. So very thick and things like that. So that's cool. So like, you know, you can attach it to your bag and things like that. So yeah. So this is what so this is for me. Everything else is not for me. It's for everyone else. Yeah, and then like I said, I don't know how much you have to spend to get the postcards. So I said so everything came up to, so everything besides the bag charm came up to $102.12. I mean, if you take, you know, that's including like tax, because you know New York is taxed like 8%, which is like fucking insane if you ask me. My bag charm was $17.95. So yes, my bag charm is actually more expensive than the sleep mask and the key ring. So of course, like I said, including tax, mine came out to like $19.54 if you include tax and stuff. So yeah, let me show you the postcards. This is what it comes like this. This is what it looks like in the back. Yep, open this thing here. So I haven't opened this, so this is my first time like actually opening everything. I haven't looked through them, so it comes like this. So this is the front when you take it out, and this is what the postcards look like in the back. It's going to be an absolute bitch to put these back in, but yeah, let me just kind of like flip through these real quick if I can get it out. Give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, so this is what the thing looks like. So yeah, so this is what the cards look like. So the backs are the same, so I don't have to really show the back, do I? I mean, maybe, I don't know, but this is what this card looks like. They're really nice looking cards, I will say that. I'm gonna block it away. So yeah, in the back, this is what the bottom looks like. You can see. Hopefully you can see. So it's like it's signed and it has the character's name. So this is Shooky. This is like the bottom. And then we have Tata. And again, the bottom. I'm trying to show how I'm trying to get through because this is a nice little thick bunch of postcards. Photo cards. So I think these might be the initial drawings that BTS did when they were creating the characters. Yeah, so that's everything. So these are all, like I said, these are all the postcards that you get. Like I said, after you spend a certain amount of money. Again, I don't know. Like I said, I spent $100, so I don't know if it's $50 you have to spend, or probably maybe about 50 or whatever. So yeah, so that was the postcard set. Like I said, you get a nice little set of postcards. I keep saying photo cards, postcards. Yeah, so that was basically everything. I hope I kind of explained everything well about, like, you know, at least what the store looked like and like the setup of the store and like, you know, how everything was, like, you know, the prices and stuff. I said I couldn't remember everything because I was honestly just trying to kind of just grab what I needed and go, because there was a lot of people in there. And like I said, people were just like snatching, just grabbing things, and things were just getting snatched off the shelves and stuff like that. So I was like, I just wanted to get everything I could as fast as I could. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to come all the way out there and I couldn't get everything I needed to get. So yeah, so sorry if I missed out on some prices and things like that. I wish that they did better with like putting prices like online, because you can't find prices for everything online, which to me is stupid as shit. It's like, if you're gonna have like stuff for people to buy, have all the prices available for people, because so they can know. And also have it available for people to buy online that's like not in Korea, like for in the States, because you can't buy them online in the States. If you go to the online store, it's going to take you over to, yeah, you know what, I don't think you can buy everything online. No, I think you can buy it online, but I don't think you can buy everything. It's weird how it is. But yeah, so like I said, I think there's only a store in New York and LA. I can't speak on LA because I've never been to the one in LA, but I'm gonna assume that's kind of like the same thing, just the setup, you know what I'm saying, how everything looks, no prices, no limit, things like that. You probably get the same thing with the postcards and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here, and if you have any questions about, about the store or anything like that, please leave it down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a very long video, almost like a half hour. But yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.